Now, if you just joined us, Charlamagne gave Russell Wilson donkey of the day. Now, for what, sir?
Because he's playing stepdaddy. Him and Sierra just started kicking it with each other. And as a man, you should know when to tell a woman, look, I'm not dating you and your child. I am dating you. Can I get to know you first before you start bringing your little munchkin around?
Now, if you don't know, there's been pictures and video of Russell Wilson pushing Future's baby around in the baby carriage. Over the weekend, of course, the NFL started spring training, or training camp, I should say, and the little boy was on the field with the jersey that they were matching.
With a number 3 on his sleeve. Russell Wilson's is number 3. The little boy didn't even have a Dirty Sprite 2 t-shirt on. He had on a Russell Wilson jersey.
Now, the boy is 1 year old. He's 1 year old, right?
1 year.
He knows nothing about football. He knows nothing about athletes, celebrities, so his mom put him in that jersey. They're on the field hugging. Just seems a little extra and a little too far.
Listen, man,
for this young boy.
It's simple. Male or female, you don't bring your kids around a new man or woman until you and that person have made a commitment to each other, period. You don't even know this person yet.
But we also talk about how on Instagram you can't say, oh, because he's not on Instagram with his kid, that doesn't mean he isn't. Well, we don't know if Sierra was dating Russell Wilson for a year. And we don't know how long they've been dating. We know that they didn't go public and get spotted out publicly until April 10th. But we don't know if that's when they started dating.
And we don't know if Future's a good father or not.
We don't know that
I keep
either.
hearing people say that. Future don't never be with his kids. Why? Because you don't see him?
I'm just saying, I can't say that they haven't been together for however long. I don't know that.
All I know is that at 1 year old, that can confuse the hell out of a child. It can confuse the hell out of a kid. He might think Russell Wilson's his dad. Honestly, he might think that's
Well,
his
I think, and they always say when you do introduce somebody to your children, just make sure they know that, that is not their father, that is not their mother. If you're a man introducing a woman, there's some ground rules to it, but eventually, if you're serious about someone, it's going to happen.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Charlamagne, how you mad because the boy got a positive role model in his life? You talking about Dirty Sprite? You want your 1 year old baby drinking Dirty Sprite? That's some foolishness you gotta talk, man. The boy got a positive role model, educated black man trying to show the boy a little good thing, and then you talking about Russell Wilson and Punk. Future got other kids, he don't even take care of them. He don't even spend time with them.
So Future not a good daddy because of what he raps about?
I don't know.
Hold on, answer the question. Future not a good role model, right? Future not a good daddy because of what he raps about?
It's not about you. If
that's the case, ain't none of these rappers good daddies then.
I'm pretty sure they're not. I'm pretty sure they're not.
Goodbye, sir. Hello, who's this?
Yo, it's your boy Fresh from the ATL, cuz.
What's up, man? Is Russell Wilson wrong for playing daddy?
Russell Wilson, he's wrong in some part, but you gotta think of the man. Future got like 4 or 5 baby mamas. He ain't been involved in none of them kids' lives.
How you figure that? Why are we painting the
I don't know how involved he is or isn't.
Why are we painting the picture of this man like he don't take care of his kids?
We don't know.
How he bouncing around between 5 women, cuz? How can you do that in on the road all the time? I don't understand it. I'm not mad for Sierra getting hers, but Russell, if he a good dude, he look like a Huxtable type of guy. Not the rapey type, but I'm just
not
talking
the rapey type.
Not the rapey type, but he looked like a Huxtable type of guy.
I don't care what he looked like. I don't care what he looked like.
Cliff Huxtable, just so you know, Cliff Huxtable was not a rapist.
No, he wasn't.
Allegedly. He was an OBGYN who had a special barbecue sauce that used to make people horny. So
stop it.
Exactly. And his office was in his basement.
Hello?
You never know.
Hello, who's this?
This is Nathaniel calling from Houston, Texas.
Hey, good morning. We're talking Russell Wilson. Is he wrong for playing daddy?
I think he's wrong. I mean, one, because it's too early. I mean, him and Sierra only been dating for like since April, 3 months.
4 months.
Sierra's getting back at Future for, whatever the reason is. But, I think it's too early.
It's just basic principles you got to follow, man. Even if you want to do that with the child, give the father a courtesy call. That's the least you can do. The father ain't dead. He's not in jail. He's not a deadbeat.
Nah, it's a little.
You don't think that's more Sierra's responsibility to coordinate that, though?
It's a little bit of both. Even with Sierra, you shouldn't have the child coming out with the same jersey, hugging them all on the field. You want paparazzi, you want the press to see it. You want to embarrass your baby father. It's foul.
Or maybe she wants her son to have the opportunity to go on the football field and have some fun.
And y'all got to stop saying stuff like, don't have my son around. This is what Toya Got Juice said on Twitter. Don't don't have my son around no other man when you're not even around your own son. How we know when Future with his son? Right. Because we don't see the pictures on the gram? Because we don't see the pictures online?
I don't know. I mean, I do think it's nice that she had the opportunity to bring her son to do something that maybe he wouldn't have a chance to do.
How old's the little
to
boy?
be on the football field.
How old's the boy? The boy 1 year old. He don't even know where he's at. He don't know if he's on the football field.
Well, then he has no idea that man is going to be a father figure in his life or not. It's just a person.
Don't let him wear the man's number. on his sleeve, don't bring someone around your kids unless you're absolutely sure that's the one you're going to be with, period.
800-585-1051. Is Russell Wilson wrong for playing daddy? Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. 51. We're talking about Russell Wilson this morning. Charlamagne gave him donkey today. You gave him donkey for what now, Charlamagne?
Because he's playing stepdaddy. I mean, they're not in a serious, committed relationship. And to me, serious and committed is when that ring is on the finger. When that happens, then yes, you know, you can bring the person around the children. And, you know, everybody's getting at me because I said that he had on a Russell Wilson jersey. It was a shirt with his 3 on the sleeve. I'm pretty sure it was a polo shirt. I don't think that was not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Okay. Don't think that she randomly just put him in that polo shirt with the number 3 on the sleeve as she was taking him to training camp to see Russell Wilson, whose jersey number is 3 as well.
And I don't think that a serious committed relationship means you have to have a ring. There's people that have been together. You was together with your wife for 15 years before y'all got married. That was a serious committed relationship.
What that got to do with
before
anything?
that?
Neither one of us had kids.
You said that you can't bring somebody around your kid unless there's a ring, and that's what a serious committed relationship is.
So you think a few months is a committed relationship?
I mean, if you're committed, you're committed. There's people who get married after a month. There's people who get married after 2 months.
But guess what? They're not. Russell
and I'm just not passing judgment on what their relationship is. I don't know how long they've been dating.
Judgment. This is just simple, basic rules.
They might have been dating more than 4 months. Who knows?
This is just simple, basic rules and principles of life. You don't bring anybody around your kids.
The only thing I would say is I think it's a respect thing to make sure that you let your child's father know.
This is the whole
thing. Just let him know. Look, I'm gonna introduce our son to this man. Have a conversation about it.
But this is the
I
whole
understand
thing.
that, but I'm not gonna say you're not allowed.
Future said he doesn't like it, so why continue to do it? It's not like she's doing it. He said he doesn't like it. Let's go when Future was up here. We have the audio.
So of course I wouldn't want somebody to push my son. Like, that's the number one rule. Like,
I agree.
If I was a kid and my mom had a dude pushing me, I would have jumped out the stroller and slapped the shit out of him.
I agree. I felt the same way.
You never do that in our community.
No.
You don't even bring a man around your son. You don't even know this dude for a few months and you bring him around your kid. Who does that? Nobody does that.
My whole thing is Future has a problem with it. The actual father has a problem with it.
So therefore you're doing it just to piss the father off. So therefore you're using your child as a pawn.
Well, I don't know if that's the only reason she's doing it.
Well, you're saying you don't judge, but the father says, I don't like this. I don't like this guy pushing my kid.
And I just grew up with those basic principles. You don't bring new people around your children until y'all are dead ass serious. And by dead ass serious, I mean, yes, about to be married. Period. Engage something. Nah.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Maha from Queens.
Hey, good morning, Mama. Now, is Russell Wilson playing stepdaddy, you think?
No, well, I don't think he is. I think it's Sierra's responsibility because she's the mother. She shouldn't just be bringing any man that she's dating
I
around.
agree. What's he going to do? Be mean to her child? If she brings him around, of course you should be nice to the baby and give him a hug and do whatever.
Exactly, because then after they break up, the kid's going to be all messed up, but that's on her. It's not his fault.
No, let me tell you something. I was in a situation similar. This chick brought her son around like twice. Yo, I had to tell her, like, yo, I'm not dating you and your son. I'm not here to be a new daddy. Like, don't do that. I don't know. I don't even know you like that.
You did read to the young boy.
Yeah, because like Angela said, if the little boy comes around, you're going to be nice to her. But as a man, I had to fall back. I had to know better. My intuition kicked in and said, this is some sucker. Do not be bringing your child around me. I don't even know you like that. And guess where that girl is now?
Where?
I have no idea.
Nice.
That's the point.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Nicole from Jersey.
Nicole from Jersey. Is Russell Wilson playing daddy?
No, he is not. You know what? And I'm really disgusted that Charlamagne, and a lot of you guys feel like somehow Sierra should talk to Future or Russell should. Listen, that was not her husband. Future and Sierra were not married. And this is what's wrong with the black community now. This guy's a positive man in that baby's life. There is no reason why.
Russell and Sierra not married neither. So what now? Now what's your point?
So what? This is a man that's a positive influence in that baby's life.
What do you mean, so what?
It doesn't make sense that he needs to check in with him, and all this rhetoric and all this hype is going to make Future want to do something because he's going to feel tough if he doesn't. Y'all need to fall back home.
You sound like a single mother who wants somebody to do what Russell's doing right now.
Charlamagne, be responsible. You're not a sidekick anymore. You got your own show. Be responsible. She doesn't own anything.
I will say this. When Sierra was up here on the Breakfast Club, she did stress how much she's with her child and how that's the most important thing in her life.
Right.
So clearly, anywhere she goes or whatever she does, she has her child with her. And maybe, if she wants to spend time with Russell, the baby's with her. What is she supposed to do? Not see him? And I'm just saying, perhaps, maybe It's important for her, for them to take it to that next level. Let me see how you interact with my son.
It's too early. It's only 3 months.
That young lady who just called sounded crazy. Future and Sierra weren't married. Russell and Sierra aren't married. But that is still Future's child.
That is Future's
Future
child.
still has a responsibility to that child that Russell Wilson does not have. And God forbid, I know this probably won't happen. What if Russell ended up molesting the little boy? I know so many. Let me tell you something. I know so many kids, right, who grew up around boyfriends, not husbands or nothing, and the boyfriends ended up touching the kid or beating on the child. You never know.
But you could say that about people's uncles and cousins too.
You can't. We're talking about boyfriends right now. We're not talking about what you thought. We're talking about boyfriends.
Oh my God, you guys are taking it to the next level. Yes, you are.
It's only 3 months. That child shouldn't be on that field like that.
We don't know how long they've been dating. We know they went public April 10th. That's the first time they were spotted together. You don't know what they were doing before that.
And then she was serious with 50 Cent, and she was serious with Bow Wow. She was serious with all these other people.
Okay, well, Future was serious with a bunch of baby mamas too.
Listen, the moral of the story is this: you don't bring anybody around your kids until you are absolutely serious with that person, and that's not just for women. That goes for men too. Period. Because of these things that we're talking about right now, these guys be beating up on the kids, molesting the kids. You don't know people. You don't bring your kids around somebody till you absolutely know this person.
I'm not going to judge what she does with her child.
And it's harder for you to say because you don't have that emotional feeling towards a child because you don't have children. You don't know how it is.
I also know I'm not going to judge what Sierra does with her own child. I'm not going to tell her she can't have her kid around.
This is bigger than Sierra. This is for everybody out there that's doing it. You don't bring kids around somebody until you are absolutely serious about that.
I think everybody's situation is different. You cannot say across the board.
Okay.
Nope.
You'll learn.
Make sure you're serious with that person. All right. Well, we got rumors coming up.
Yes, we're going to talk about Fetty Wap. He apparently skipped out on a bill. We'll tell you what happened with that. Also, Snoop Dogg. Somehow he had to come up off of $200,000. We'll tell you what happened.
All right. All that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club.